Hello there, and welcome to another episode of... Well, this isn't actually my show, is it? No, this is Nation Nibbles' channel, and frankly, he seems far too cheery to be associating with the likes of me. But hey, I'm contractually obligated to be here, so let's make the best of it. Today, we're diving headfirst into the sun-drenched world of Cyprus, an island nation so lovely it makes a postcard look like a grimy subway station. Now you might think you know Cyprus beaches, sunshine, ancient ruins, the usual Mediterranean suspects. But trust me, beneath that shimmering turquoise surface lies a treasure trove of fascinating facts that would make even a seasoned historian spit out their halloumi in surprise. Over the next few minutes, we'll be unearthing these hidden gems like a pack of enthusiastic truffle pigs. So slap on some sunscreen, grab a refreshing beverage, and get ready to have your perceptions of Cyprus well and truly flipped, shaken, and possibly stirred. This is going to be a wild ride. Right then, history buffs, gather round. We're about to take a little jaunt back in time to a period when Cyprus was already a happening holiday spot. I'm talking, of course, about the ancient world, because even those toga-clad philosophers knew a good beach when they saw one. And trust me, Cyprus has beaches that would make even Plato ditch his scrolls and reach for a cocktail umbrella. We're talking about a history so vast, so storied, that it makes the average Shakespearean drama look like a 5-minute YouTube tutorial on how to boil an egg. This is a place that's been ruled by everyone from the Assyrians to the Egyptians, the Persians to the Romans. It's like a historical greatest hits compilation, all crammed onto one strategically placed island. Now you might be thinking, John, this sounds exhausting. All these empires, all this history, it's giving me a headache. And to that I say, fair enough. But just imagine the bragging rights you'll have at your next pub quiz night. Oh, the Phoenicians? Yeah, they were big fans of Cyprus. Invented the alphabet there, you know, or was it the Greeks? Honestly, it's hard to keep track. Okay, folks, let's talk geography, and more specifically, let's talk about how Cyprus seems to have won the cosmic lottery when it comes to its location. Seriously, this island is perched so perfectly in the Mediterranean Sea, it's like the sun's favorite vacation spot. We're talking about a place where cloudy with a chance of meatballs is not even a meteorological possibility. Forget London's perpetual drizzle or Seattle's infamous gray skies. Cyprus is all about those endless summers and winters so mild, they make a light jacket seem like overkill. And let's not forget about those beaches, shall we? We're talking about stretches of golden sand so pristine, so inviting, they make a day at the office feel like a punishment straight out of Dante's Inferno. Seriously, if beaches were currency, Cyprus would be the world's leading economic superpower. Now I know what you're thinking, John, isn't Cyprus a bit small? And to that I say, yes, geographically speaking, Cyprus might be considered compact. It's like the studio apartment of Mediterranean islands. But much like a well-designed studio apartment, Cyprus knows how to maximize its space. We're talking about an island that packs in towering mountain ranges, sprawling vineyards, ancient ruins, and enough beaches to make a mermaid jealous, all within a stone's throw of each other. It's like a greatest hits compilation of Mediterranean landscapes, all conveniently condensed into one bite-sized package. So the next time someone tries to tell you that size matters, just point them in the direction of Cyprus. Because this little island proves that when it comes to beauty, history, and sheer holiday potential, good things really do come in small packages. Let's talk weather, shall we? Because let's face it, when it comes to choosing a holiday destination, the weather can make or break the entire experience. Nobody wants to be caught in a torrential downpour while trying to enjoy their overpriced ice cream. Am I right? Well, fear not, my friends, because Cyprus has got you covered. And by covered, I mean drenched in glorious sunshine for approximately 320 days a year. That's right, folks, in Cyprus, sunshine isn't just a suggestion, it's practically a constitutional right. We're talking about the kind of weather that makes you want to dig out your most brightly colored Hawaiian shirt, slap on a pair of questionable sunglasses, and embrace your inner beach bum. It's the kind of weather that makes you wonder why anyone would choose to live anywhere else. And it's not just about the beaches. Cyprus offers a variety of outdoor activities that are perfect for sun lovers. Imagine hiking in the Troodos Mountains where the air is crisp and the views are breathtaking, or exploring ancient ruins that tell tales of civilizations long gone, all under the warm, inviting sun. And let's not forget the vineyards. Yes, Cyprus is also a haven for wine enthusiasts. Picture yourself strolling through lush vineyards, sampling some of the finest wines the Mediterranean has to offer. The island's markets are another treasure trove, bustling with life and offering everything from fresh produce to handmade crafts, all under the ever-present sunshine. And if you time your visit right, you might even catch one of the traditional festivals where the local culture comes alive in a vibrant display of music, dance, and culinary delights. So whether you're a beach bum, a history buff, a wine connoisseur, or just someone looking for a perfect getaway, Cyprus has something for everyone. It's a place where you can create unforgettable memories, basking in the sun and soaking up the rich culture and history. So pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready to discover why Cyprus truly is the sun's favorite spot. Because once you experience the magic of this Mediterranean gem, you'll understand why it's a destination that keeps calling you back. So, you're probably thinking Cyprus sounds vaguely Mediterranean, maybe a bit Greekish, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong, but what if I told you this sun-drenched island has a cultural tapestry so rich, it'd make a tapestry factory say, "All right, mate, that's a bit much even for us. We're talking centuries of being conquered, traded, and fought over by everyone from the Assyrians to the Venetians. Seriously, you can't swing a dead cat in Cyprus without hitting a historical ruin, or more likely a very concerned Cypriot cat owner." The upside to all this historical hot potato is that Cyprus has inherited a little something from everyone. We're talking about the culinary equivalent of a greatest hits album, but instead of bad 80s synth, it's delicious food. And the culture, don't even get me started on the culture. It's like someone took a blender and threw in Greek traditions, Turkish influences, a dash of Britishness, and somehow miraculously it all just works. Think of it like this. Cyprus is the friend who can effortlessly switch between 5 different conversations at a party, speaking each language fluently, all while flawlessly pulling off a truly impressive hat. You can't help but be impressed, even if you're slightly terrified. All right, let's move on from the delicious food, shall we? Because believe it or not, Cyprus isn't just about lounging on beaches and devouring halloumi. It has a real functioning economy. I know, shocking, right? It's almost as if someone told those sunbathers to put down the souvlaki for a minute and get to work. And here's the surprising bit. Tourism isn't even Cyprus's biggest industry. I know, I was shocked too. Turns out this little island nation has some other tricks up its sleeve. It's a significant hub for, get this, financial services. Yes, financial services. Who knew those ancient Greek temples doubled as early investment banks? Now, I'm not saying that Cyprus doesn't love its tourists. Oh, it absolutely does. They flock to the island for its beaches, its history, and, let's be honest, probably to try and track down Aphrodite herself. But it's good to know that if all those tourists suddenly decided to go on a collective vacation somewhere else, Cyprus wouldn't exactly be left crying into its moussaka. You see, Cyprus has diversified its economy in ways that many might not expect. Beyond the sun and sand, there are bustling stock exchanges, high-stakes business meetings, and international conferences taking place. The island has positioned itself as a strategic business hub in the Mediterranean. And let's not forget the burgeoning tech scene. Cyprus is becoming a hotspot for startups and innovation, attracting talent and investment from around the globe. It's a place where ancient history meets cutting-edge technology. So, while you're picturing yourself sipping cocktails on a Cypriot beach, remember this. Somewhere in an air-conditioned office, someone's probably crunching numbers and making sure the Cypriot economy keeps ticking along. And for that, dear viewers, we should be grateful. Because let's face it, someone's got to pay for all that halloumi. So next time you think of Cyprus, think beyond the beaches and the food. Think of the vibrant, multifaceted economy that keeps this island nation thriving. It's a place where tradition and modernity coexist, creating a unique and resilient economic landscape. All right, folks, we've talked history, geography, culture, and even the Cypriot economy. But let's be honest, you're not really here for any of that, are you? You want to know about the important stuff, the stuff that truly matters. You want to know about the food. And let me tell you, Cyprus does not disappoint. We're not talking about your sad desk salads and microwave meals here. This is food that's been kissed by the Mediterranean sun, marinated in history, and seasoned with a whole lot of love. It's the kind of food that makes you want to book a one-way ticket to Cyprus and just eat. Now, I know what you're thinking, John. You've already mentioned halloumi like 100 times. Surely there's more to Cypriot cuisine than just squeaky cheese, and you'd be right, there is. But also, halloumi. Seriously, have you tried this stuff? It's like cheese and sunshine had a baby, and that baby grew up to be absolutely delicious. But I digress. Because while halloumi might be the Beyoncé of Cypriot cuisine, the rest of the menu is a veritable destiny's child of deliciousness. We're talking souvlaki, moussaka, fresh seafood, olives the size of golf balls, and enough dips and sauces to keep your taste buds entertained for a lifetime. Now, what makes Cypriot cuisine so special isn't just the ingredients, though those are pretty darn great. It's the history, the influences, the melting pot of cultures that have all simmered together to create something truly unique. Imagine a culinary Venn diagram with Greece, Turkey, the Middle East, and a dash of British influence thrown in for good measure. That's Cyprus on a plate. You've got your fresh, vibrant Greek salad sitting next to fragrant, spice-infused Turkish delights. You've got your creamy hummus dipping alongside tangy tzatziki. It's a culinary adventure waiting to be explored, one bite at a time, and the best part, you don't even need a passport to enjoy it. Well, technically, you do need a passport to get to Cyprus, and probably a visa, depending on where you're from. And maybe a really good travel agent who can score you a deal on flights and accommodation. But you get what I mean. You can recreate the magic of Cypriot cuisine in your own kitchen with a little bit of effort and a whole lot of enthusiasm. But among all the culinary delights that Cyprus has to offer, there is one dish that stands head and shoulders above the rest. A dish so iconic, so delicious, so utterly Cypriot that it deserves its own national holiday. And no, it's not halloumi, although I wouldn't say no to a National Halloumi Day. I'm talking, of course, about souvla. Now, I know what you're thinking, John. Souvlaki is Greek. And you'd be right, sort of. But Cyprus has taken this humble dish of skewered meat and elevated it to an art form. Imagine tender chunks of pork marinated to perfection, grilled over charcoal until they're crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside, and served up with a generous helping of salad, pita bread, and a dollop of yogurt. It's the kind of meal that makes you want to loosen your belt a notch, kick back, and savor every single bite. And it's a dish that, in my humble opinion, could easily win a global food competition. Forget MasterChef, forget the Great British Bake Off. I'm talking about a worldwide search for the most delicious dish on the planet. I'm putting my money on souvla. But let's not forget the other stars of the Cypriot culinary scene. Take, for instance, the sweet treats that Cyprus has to offer. From baklava dripping with honey to loukoumades, those delightful little dough balls soaked in syrup. There's a dessert for every sweet tooth. And let's not forget the coffee. Cypriot coffee is an experience in itself, served in small cups with a thick layer of foam on top. It's strong, it's rich, and it's the perfect way to end a meal. So whether you're a foodie looking for your next culinary adventure or just someone who loves good food, Cyprus has something to offer. It's a place where food is more than just sustenance, it's a way of life. So next time you're planning a trip or just looking for some culinary inspiration, remember Cyprus. It's a small island with a big heart and an even bigger appetite. And trust me, once you've tasted Cypriot cuisine, you'll be coming back for seconds. So forget Aphrodite, let's talk food. Well, folks, there you have it. 5 surprising facts about Cyprus that you probably didn't know unless you're a geography whiz or actually from Cyprus, in which case, congratulations on being ahead of the curve. We've learned that Cyprus has a history that would make even the most jaded historian reach for a beach umbrella. A climate that's basically the sun's favorite vacation spot, a cultural tapestry more intricate than a Byzantine mosaic, and an economy that's more than just sunshine and souvlaki. Although, let's be real, those are 2 pretty big selling points. Now, before you rush off to book your flights to this Mediterranean paradise, don't forget to leave comments below. And while you're at it, let us know any other fun facts you might have up your sleeve about Cyprus. Who knows, maybe we'll even feature some of them in a future video. From ancient history to modern-day marvels, delicious cuisine to stunning landscapes, Cyprus truly has something for everyone. And if you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of this fascinating island nation, Be sure to subscribe for more entertainingly educational content. Because here at Channel Name, we believe that learning should be anything but boring. Yes, As?